Hello, my name is Nicholas Walker. I'm friends with Hari Krishna Pacharu, your English teacher. He's asked me to speak to you about the importance of learning English, and especially the importance of practicing English in the classroom as a spoken language. Now, before I do, I just want to introduce myself. I'm a college professor at a Hunsick College in Montreal, Canada. I teach French students English as a second language. So they speak French at home, but when they come to the college, I teach them English in terms of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Now, my training, my background is in applied linguistics. I have a master's degree in applied linguistics with a focus on computer-assisted language learning. In my spare time, I develop a free website to help students check their grammar in their writing. It's called virtualwritingtutor.com, and it's free for everyone in the world to use. You simply put in your text and click check spelling and check grammar, and it'll check your text for errors. You can also practice your pronunciation by clicking on the microphone and speaking into the website, and it will interpret what you say and write it for you using speech recognition technology. Or you can type in a text and click on the speaker icon, and it will tell you how to pronounce that text. So this is the website I develop in my spare time, and I use it to help my students at my college. And I invite you, of course, to use this website for yourself. It's called virtualwritingtutor.com. And your teacher, Hari Krishna Pacharu, has been helping me for the past year develop it and improve it, for which I'm very grateful. Now, what I'd like to talk to you about today is how you can improve your reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And particularly, I want to talk about improving your speaking skills. Now, some people believe that they can learn a language simply by learning to take a test, but this is not demonstrated by applied linguistics research. What is best for learners to do, that is to say, the best way for a learner to improve their ability in a language is through the repeated exchange of meaningful messages with a focus on form. What does that mean? That means you need to get a lot of practice, a lot of repetition, speaking meaningfully in the language. And the best place for you to do that is in the classroom with your teacher's help. So a repeated exchange of meaningful messages is the exchange of sentences that are important or have a significance for you. Simply repeating the same sentence again and again will not help you speak the language when you go out into the world and you have to think on your feet and say something that you haven't rehearsed before. So that's why it's important to practice exchanging messages through conversation. Okay. The next part of the research or the theory of language learning is that there should be a focus on form. So when your teacher, Hari Krishna Pacharu, gives you a grammar lesson or a vocabulary lesson, make sure that you use the grammar that you've studied and the vocabulary that you've learned in the creation of meaningful messages in your conversation and in your writing. This will help you to remember it. We've learned that it takes an exposure of a minimum of 7 times to a new word or a grammar feature before a student can remember it. So you must practice writing and speaking the form that your teacher is giving you a minimum of 7 times for you to remember it going forward. All right. And the other thing I really just want to encourage you to do is to see this time at school, at high school, as a real opportunity. You know, in the future, high school will end and you will go out into the workforce and find a job. And at that time, you will see just how lucky you were to have the whole day focused on your development and your own improvement. So take this time as an opportunity really to work hard and do your very best and assist your teacher in every way you can. You have a very good teacher. He's very dedicated to what he does, and I think you will learn very soon just how lucky you are to have Hare Krishna as your teacher. I know that I feel very grateful to have him as a friend and a collaborator on my virtual writing tutor grammar checker project. All right, that's all I have to say today, and thank you very much for listening. Do your best.